Good morning, grade 9. How are you all doing? Today our lesson is going to be about poetry, Nature by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. I want you all to open your booklets to page 66 and we're going to start reading the poem together. As a fond mother, when the day is over, leads by the hand her little child to bed, half willing, half reluctant to be led, and leave his broken playthings on the floor, still gazing at them through the open door, nor wholly reassured and comforted by promises of others in their stead, which though more splendid may not please him. Okay, the poem begins with the picture of a caring mother taking her child to sleep. The poet talks about the mixed feelings in the child's mind at this point in time. The mother takes her child away from his playthings to tend him to sleep. She promises him a lot of other attractions to convince him to go to sleep. The child has different thoughts running through his mind, making him unwilling to be led to his bed. So this is the first part. We are describing a mother who is taking her child to bed, and this child is still looking at his toys on the floor and he is reluctant to leave them and go to sleep. Okay. The second part is, so nature deals with us and takes away our playthings one by one, and by the hand leads us to rest so gently that we go, scarce knowing if we wish to go or stay, being too full of sleep to understand how far the unknown transcends the what we know. Even while the child is being led by his mother, he gazes at his playthings left behind, his mind still not reassured or comforted by the promises made to him by his mother. The promises made might be splendid on their own, but may not please the child the way his playthings do. Okay, this is the way nature deals with us. The poet compares us humans with the child and nature with the mother, and sleep with our end, which is death. With each passing day of our life, time slips away from our hand. The days remaining in our lives get shorter, and in this course of time, nature takes away our beloved and our possessions. In the end, as a rule of nature, we are bound to separate from all our relationships, all our belongings behind, and leave the world. Okay, now turn to page 67 and we are going to answer the questions together. Okay, number 1, what are the themes of the poem? Actually, we have only one theme, which is nature is guiding us gently to death and to another unknown life. Of course, after death, we don't understand the life and we don't understand how it goes on. So we are led by nature and our lives is over. So what happens to us is that we go to the afterlife. Okay, number 2, in the first part of the poem, nature is a kind mother that leads her child to bed. In the second part, where does nature lead us? Nature is taking us gradually without being noticed to separate us from our relationships and belongings. When our lives end, we are taken to the afterlife, as I mentioned before. We are taken away from our family, from our dear ones, from our belongings. We leave everything behind and then we go to the afterlife. It will take us to another afterlife. Number 3, pick out a personification and a metaphor and explain them. Okay, we have a personification, which is, so nature deals with us and takes away. The poet personifies nature to a person who is leading us to death, taking us by hand and leading us to death and showing us the afterlife that is unknown to us. And we also have a metaphor, which is an extended metaphor, which means an image or picture which is portrayed not only in one line, but throughout the whole poem. So we can say that there is an extended metaphor in the whole sonnet, in which the poet compares nature to a mother. The last question, number 4, identify the sound devices in leads by the hand her little child to bed and explain the significance. We have the alliteration in the letters H repeated in hand and her, which adds internal music to the line. This is all for today. Thank you so much for listening. See you soon. Bye-bye.